This is the 2026 Toyota Camry XSE. Is it the perfect mid-size hybrid sedan? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. This model has an exterior color of ocean gem. It shows up great here in the bright Louisiana sunshine. The downside of the bright Louisiana sunshine is that you can't see the lighting elements as well, but we do have full LED lighting. You do have the LED projector beam style headlights with your low and your high beams. Your daytime running lights, we're going to have lights here, the daytime running lights around this area that work really well, look nice. All of it's going to be LED, and then you're going to have your air curtains right here. They're going to allow air to flow through. That's going to help with the aerodynamics that much more. And I really like the design of what we have at the front end, especially the area coming right here, that nice sporty racy look as it should have. Now you do have this nice large frontal area with this grille. We'll call this the lower grille. The upper grille a lot smaller, but it does work well. I like the balance of the color combination with the body color and a little bit of gloss black. Gloss black is nice and high up here on the front end. That's a good thing. And then our Toyota crown will be right here. We're going to work our way around and take a look at our wheels. This is going to be the 19-inch gloss black and smoke gray wheel. A nice clean wheel design. I think it works really well. We'll work our way up here. Now your side view mirrors are going to be heated. They are going to be manually folding, but you will have your turn signal indicator built in. You can see that flashing right there, and also going to have blind spot monitoring built in to the side view mirror right there. And real quick, I'm going to show you the key fob just so you can see what's going on with that. I'm going to get it out of its little protective bag. This is what happens when you get these vehicles at some dealerships. You get to see how long this takes me to do this. But there you go, lock, unlock. You can pop your trunk open. You have your panic button, or what should really be aptly named the Find My Camry in the Parking Lot because I forgot where I parked button. Panoramic sunroof, something you can't get with the Honda Accord, the main competitor of the Camry. And we'll work our way here to the rear. I do like the gloss black spoiler. That really sets things off, makes it look very nice. Once again, LED lights with our tail lights. And as you can see, when you push that button, it opens the trunk all the way, revealing 15.1 cubic feet of cargo space. I'm going to pull on these releases right here. What does that allow me to do? That allows me to come right here to the rear, and I'm going to be able to fold the seats down just like this, and that maximizes our cargo space, and you can kind of see me right here. Now what you can't see, because it's going to be a little bit hard to see with our cargo organizer right here, something I really like that we have that you don't often have on a hybrid model is that you have a spare tire. That's a very nice thing. Now we're going to work our way here into the back seat area. Going to close that trunk down and talk about what you're going to find back here. Now, depending on where these seats are set will determine how much leg space your second row passengers have. It is a little bit tight back here as far as where the seats are right now, but you know what? Not too bad. Actually, a good bit of space. Just might have to live with that depending on how tall your front seat passengers are. Here's your panoramic sunroof shade. A lot of light would be coming in otherwise, so we're going to leave that closed. I do like the dual pockets on the back of each seat, and we're going to have our air conditioning vents. As far as USB goes, you can see what all we have, and then you can fold those covers right back down. And as far as the door panel goes, you've got the nice large armrest, plenty of space, the button to drop the window and raise it back up, and a nice large door bin. Under the hood, you're going to find the standard 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Now, if you go front wheel drive, you've got 2 electric motors. If you go all wheel drive, it's going to have 3 electric motors, 225 horsepower and 163 pounds-feet of torque. This will be mated to an eCVT, 0 to 60 in 7.4 seconds, and top speed is 115 miles per hour. I don't want to say that so fast that it sounds like I'm saying 150 miles an hour, maybe downhill with a tailwind. Now there's a button right in here in the driver's area, we'll show that to you in a bit, that allows you to open the gas door right there. And you're going to have a 13-gallon gas tank. You can go 611 miles in the city, 585 miles out on the highway on a full tank of gas. And while we're talking about the gas tank, let's talk about the MPGs as well. We're looking at 47 MPGs city, 45 highway, 46 combined, and 2.2 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. A lot of people get upset in the comments section and have a coronary. Well, maybe not, but close, if I don't show the window sticker. So to prevent any health issues, here's the window sticker for you to take a close look at. All right, here we go on our test drive with the Camry. The first thing I notice is that it has a nice, comfortable ride quality. Some sedans like this, a little bit lower to the ground, may not have as comfortable of a ride quality, but not a problem here. The get up and go gets the job done. It's definitely not the most powerful thing on the road, but not everybody is looking for that. You would think that was the case with some of the comments I receive on my videos, but it gets up to speed as you need it to, and it does it just fine. Now, I am driving in sport mode right now. We'll go just a little bit here, accelerate just a bit there. I'm going to go into eco mode, and we'll see what the difference is. I need to slow down just a little bit, but we're going to be just fine. So let's slow back down here, get on it just a little bit more. There is a slight difference. I'm not going to say it's a big difference. It is slightly noticeable, at least to me, between eco and sport mode. One way or another, it doesn't really matter what mode you're in. You're going to be just fine with your acceleration. I like the feel of the gas and the brake pedal, both very easy to manage and deal with. That's always a good thing. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier in the video is the fact that we have a nice head-up display here on the windshield. Didn't show that. Sometimes it's a little hard to show anyway in these videos, but it is here for those who might want to know. The technology is easy to learn and use, and there's plenty of space here in the front seat, a decent amount of space in the back seat. As I showed you earlier, that's partly going to be dependent on where these front seats are set. But overall, plenty of room. The driver's seat fully adjustable, and the steering wheel as well. So between those two things, the driver is going to be able to set things up for themselves where it is absolutely not a problem to get comfortable, to be able to see just fine, just like they need to. It's not going to be an issue whatsoever. Overall, a very enjoyable sedan to drive with the comfortable ride quality. Seems to be just the right amount of acceleration capability. Like I say, not everybody out there wants to have a hot rod. Some people just want something that's going to give them some good gas mileage, not break the bank when it comes to your monthly payments, and ultimately a vehicle that has a lot of solid technology that gets the job done without being an overload and without being too difficult to learn and use. The sticker price is $44,116. Let's see what else you get for that price. Now, it's not a digital rear view mirror, but over here on the left-hand side, you're going to have some buttons, and when you push those, you're going to see the little houses come up. I don't know how well you can see that with the sticker here, but that's your home link right there. That's a good thing to know. With the upper console, you're going to have the typical things you expect to have up there. You can obviously open and close your sunroof and the power shade to operate that. All of that's going to be up there, the things you're used to seeing. Got your SOS, all that's here. Now we're going to work our way down. I do like the design of the dash area. It looks nice. We're going to have our conventional glove box that never comes with any gloves in it, but that's what it's called. And on the passenger side, a little bit more space on the door panel than we had with the rear doors, and a larger door bin. The passenger seat and the driver's seat are heated and ventilated. Both are power adjustable. Only the driver's seat has lumbar support. Right here is where your seat memory is located for the driver's side, and it's only on the driver's side. Lock and unlock, you can lock the windows. One touch down, one touch up, and all four corners on your windows. And then you're gonna have things such as traction control and your auto high beams. You can open your power trunk, or your trunk back there, not power, but you hit that and automatically opens. There's the button I was telling you about right there that I pushed to open the gas door. So you can see what all is here. And right here is your lever. You're going to drop that to adjust your tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. All of your other steering wheel mounted controls will be here that you're used to seeing and using. I know there's a lot of good details here and good information depending on what you want to go through. You can see what I'm doing right here. If I want to select something, I'm just going to do that depending on what I can go into or can't or turn on and off. It just depends on what you need to do. but it's all going to be here. We can arrow back out of that when we need to by coming up here. Actually, we use the, technically, I guess it is an arrow, but the back button or the back arrow. But you can see what all is here. I think you can figure out how everything works. Now, real quick, I'm going to come right down here for just a second. We're going to have our driving modes right here, and that's going to come up on the driver's display. We're going to have Eco, then we're going to have Normal, and we're going to have Sport. And that is what we're going to have where that's concerned. We're going to have the windshield wiper control right here. Turn signals controlled right here for those of you that have been to blinker school and know how to use your blinkers. And then you can turn your headlights on and off right here, set those to auto, whatever you need to do with that, that's going to work just fine. Both screens are 12.3 inches. We're going to have the button right there for turning the radio on and off and adjusting the volume, and then you can see all that we have here. You do have built-in navigation. You're going to have everything for listening to the radio, phone connectivity, dealing with all of that. We can go into vehicle right here, and there's a few different things we can look at here. I'm just going to run through this real fast just to show you. We're not going to go into a deep dive as to what all is here, but just to give you a quick idea. Now, trip information does provide some good details for you. Depending on what you need, you can go with your current details. You can also go with history. That can be useful depending on what you're needing to know. And then we come back out of that. Vehicle alert, likely not to be anything there. There is not, but if you had a vehicle alert, that's where it would be. And we can come here into settings, and you can see what all is here. Just to show you, like I say, I'm not going to go into every single menu option here, but we're going to show you what's here just so you know what's going on. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, when I go into reverse, you will get your backup camera. That's the only camera on this particular model, but it is here just so you can see. That's going to get the job done for you. We'll work our way down. I do like the presence of all the physical controls for the air conditioning, for your temperature, for your fan speed, for your ventilated and heated seats. All of that's going to be here, nice and convenient. We're also going to have our button right there for turning our hazard lights on and off, and we work our way down to some of our connectivity. Now, this isn't all of the connectivity we have. There's actually a little bit more than this that we'll show you shortly. We're going to have our USB connectivity, wireless charging pad, a little bit of storage space right there. The conventional shifter does a nice job, and when you pull it all the way back like this, if you want to have a little bit more of a sporty driving experience, you bump it over just like this, and that lets you gear up and gear down manually, almost like having a manual transmission, but not exactly. Brake hold right there. You can go into EV mode right here, and we're also going to have our power parking brake. A little bit of a gloss finish here, but I don't think that's an issue. It's not going to be too much. And then we're going to have our cup holders right there. Behind that, the center console lid that is a multitasker that doubles as an armrest. And when I open that up, we're going to take this little card right out of here. First of all, you've got some space in here, and there is that additional connectivity that I was telling you about with a 12-volt power outlet. You have a 9-speaker JBL audio system in the Camry. Let's take a listen. The funny thing about that is that we've listened to this audio in so many different vehicles, including a $270,000 Range Rover, and this sounds just the same for a lot less money. And there it is, the 2026 Toyota Camry XSE. Is it the perfect hybrid sedan? Tell me what you think down in the comments section. Is there something missing? Is there something you wish was here that is not? I'm always curious to know, what do you think about the price? Give me those details. I'm curious to receive your feedback. I would like to say a special thanks to our friends at Yoakum Toyota here in Shreveport, Louisiana. If you want to know more, check out the link down in the description of the video. Make sure to share this video on your timelines on social media and subscribe. Hit the like button because it's helpful to us and greatly appreciated. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.